Hey traders, I want to just go over real quick. I don't want to get all wrapped up in the big global macro and the Fed, but we did have some nice global macro moves. Starting with look, the tens and treasuries twos across the curve were oversold coming into today. All right, so you know without looking into what the Fed said or didn't say, you were oversold. So we were covering into these lows. I resold. I'm going to reestablish the core short in tens. All right. As far as FX, we were shorting here last week, basically on Friday when nobody wanted to sell. Covered into the lows, right into the pretty much the low. All right, and then reshorted up here. Actually, this was this little move right here. I don't know if you can see this. We shorted, there was a topping tail on the 5-minute. I can show that in a second. And then I covered into these lows. I got to figure out what I want to go home core short, but I do think that there's a chance that we move back towards the 108 level. So I don't want to get too, you can't get too over your skis short. Okay, there's a lot of room to run back here to 108. All right, so I'll be picking up my size up there, but this was a nice leg down. We capitalized on that well. I guess from a day trade perspective, we faded this after the Fed, and then I drilled it pretty hard right here, right on this topping tail. It's a sell setup in the model, and then just covered into the lows. That was what we did this afternoon from a day trade perspective. All right, and then another big winner for us today was news Euro Kiwi. If I could type. Okay, again, we were building a core short patiently in the last couple weeks. Out of the money, out of the money, out of the money. Hit it hard here on a swing line sell setup. And then look at all this follow through that we've had since. I mean, this was just beautiful. I mean, all of this, you can really see it on the 30-minute. All right, just covering this morning, covering more, and then covering into the low. So on this next rally, this next 1 hour, 4 hour cycle back, this is where you want to pick up your core short again and be very aggressive. We're very oversold now relative to where we came from. And then lastly, gold had a big day today, and I continue to tell my traders and those that'll listen that if you want to play a short bias on the euro, you want to play a long bias on the dollar, it's good to try to, once in a while when gold gets oversold, to build a core position in gold, because if you have a scenario where it's down dollar, it's very hard to have a scenario where it's down dollar and down gold for any length of time. So my traders know I like to trade those two pairs against each other, or a pairs trade. And you can see here, all right, was nibbling here, buying more, and then we got the rally today, and I came out of most of it. I was also selling puts down here around the 1200 area, and those are up nicely today also. And then also, I mean, the junior gold miners have performed even better. And look at this move today. So here we were signaling long in the money. My delta was around 2,000. Came out to delta 770 now. Took most of my position off. Taking profits today. And then actually selling some covered calls as well. So that was a nice trade also. All signaled in our live room. This is what our active trader alerts look like. This is our results today. 7,500 on JDXJ. That's the position I just showed. Year to date, about 31 grand. Only, we're only here in March. I've had a call on dollar peso. Anybody that's been watching us, that once we broke these bands or the wave formation in our model, that we could go to 19. And that was a hell of a call. I covered and got flat today. This was right before I covered. All right, about 9 grand in that trade. And then this is just me showing what the futures position was doing. Came out of most of that today, like I already mentioned. But this is what we do. Then we also have our day trade signals, right? So this is after the Fed, shorting, covering, shorting, and then getting heavier right around that 5-minute tail, and then we're coming out of it. Boom. All right, that's our really micro or near-term day trades. And then this is the core position that I was speaking about on Euro, New Zealand dollar. Just a very nice day today overall there. So these are the types of returns and the accuracy and the consistency that we have, you guys. If you want to join our team, go to JenkinsRM.com, JenkinsRM for riskmanagement.com, JenkinsRM.com. You can read a little bit about us. Here's a video on the model. All right, it's 10 plus years institutionally forged, trading U.S. Treasuries, about 5 years with equities and options before that. Here's our real-time alerts product. This is my full access team. This is really the core of what I've wanted to build and take all the institutional experience and kind of bring that to the independent trader for those that want to trade for a living, trade for the rest of their lives, those that want to get free. That's what this team's all about, the full access team. Anyway, guys, hope that helps. It's been a long day for us. We were up trading London, and then all the way into the close here. So, good day overall, and we'll look forward to seeing you in a lot of new names in the chat room. All right, guys, have a good night.